Hello, hello, my friends. Happy Monday. How are you? I bet you notice things look a little different here. I decided to change things up all the way around since I was changing so much up about what I do. And I'm excited to share it all with you. So let me know when you're here. We are making cards tonight. Oh, good. Facebook says I'm live, so that's always nice to know. Good, good, good. Okay, so let me show you a few things and then we'll get started with our cards. So first things first, as always, want to know the latest, just go to karamiller.com. That's the simplest way, okay? Everything's there. Hey, Shannon, welcome. Okay, so once you get here, some things to kind of peek around and figure out what it is that you need to know. Always, always, always up here, right in the top right corner, is the host code. But I know, it's really different, and it's taken me a minute, but we're getting there. Hi, Jean. So, always, always, host code, top right corner. Super easy to find. The other thing I moved around is the links to the Facebook page, to YouTube. Again, top right corner, super easy. Just find them right there. The menu at the top is still pretty much the same. I have to change that. Well, I'll leave it at SVGs, but that's what's in there. But it's also, when you click on that, it will also bring you to any upcoming classes that I have going. It's always got this menu thing that will change with a photo. Hi, Marianne. Tells you what's what. Those of you that are in the scrapbook club, don't worry, that's still nothing changed for you. It's all the same. It's the same as it's been. You have your own Facebook group, but this is for what goes on in the public, for people that aren't in the scrapbook group. If you want to be in the scrapbook group, drop me a note and I'll send you all the information. Let's see. So two new things. One, Facebook stays at 7 on Monday. It will be all about cards in a variety of ways. Wednesday at noon, I'm going to go live on YouTube. Now, I know some of you are not free at noon, but some people are. So, and of course it's YouTube, so it's recorded. You can always go back. And each week there will be a stamp of the week. This week it's Easter Friends, which, whoops, I just dropped it. This is Easter Friends. Super cute, right? We're going to talk more about them in a little bit, as you can see. Let me bring you back here. So if you keep scrolling down, now this is right here under Simple SVGs, keep scrolling, and you will see this is the card kit, or the card class of the month. And the reason I want to tell you about this is because it's all new. Now, if you just want to order the class, you can do that. It's $25. Or if you place an order on if you place an order on my Stampin' Up site using the host code, which again, all the details are in here. You can read all about it right here. It tells you what you do. You just email me and I will send you the card kit, all the stuff that you need, except for the stamp. You will need to order the stamp. And then these are the other things that I use to create these cards. But you will get the PDF, you will get the, all the English is a new word apparently today. You'll get the pre-cut pieces, you'll get the ribbon, you'll get the embellishments. You will also get the SVG that goes with this. I cut it for you. You'll get the SVG file so you can cut it yourself, but I cut it for you so you don't need to worry about it. Okay? So there's that option. And then there's one more. Let me get back to where we were. There is one more option each month, and that will be right here. This is a full class to go that features way more complicated, more fun, more excitement. Again, you get more supplies, and if you look, you scroll down, you can see what you get. that will be the card club for the month, not the card club, the card class for the month of April. Okay? So those are the two new things that I have going. One is you place an order, you get the things that you need. It's more than this, but you get the things that you need to create this month's class. You will see it. It will always be listed. So because we are almost into Easter, April into Easter, this is only good for this week. And then we'll go to a new one on Friday, April Fool's. It'll be real. But this week, so if you place an order this week with Stampin' Up! And tell me, I will send you what you need to make these cards. Okay? All right, cool. All right, so let's talk about the cards for a minute. There are 5 of them. These 4 do not use a Cricut at all. They use the Easter Friends. Whoops, I just dropped something really important. I'll get it in a minute. Easter Friends. And I also use the Stitch So Sweetly dies. You won't need that because I will do them already. But if you love them, and they are like this die and this, okay? Those shapes, and they're in different sizes. Well, let me show you the whole thing while I pull it out. All these different dies. There's one that goes here too, but I have it out, and I'll show you how it's going to work. Okay, so all those dies. The cool thing about them is, the dies, is they will fit in this itty bitty little mini. This is on sale only till Friday. Hey Lana, I love this one. I use it so much because it's so easy. And these dies, yes Shannon, they are. They're so useful. You can use them for a zillion things. Okay, so let me move you out of the way. Let me move you out of the way. You notice I have a new table. I don't like this glare, but I'll work on that. Wasn't there today during the sunshine when I was testing this. I'll move you over there and cover it up. There. So these 4 cards do not use, so when you get them, you get what you need to make the card. So the one that we're going to do tonight is this one. So let me move these little babies out of the way. And this is the card that we're going to make tonight. And then we're also going to make the one that uses the SVG that you will get too. Okay, so what you get, let's move the card right here. You will get your card base already cut. You will get the pieces that you need, and it's really just stick it together. You can ink all you want, you don't have to. And you'll get directions that tell you what to do, of course. And this goes right here. Different than what I used to do. When I do things on Facebook, I'm not necessarily going to upload it to my classroom. It's going to be here and it's going to be on YouTube, okay? We're going to keep things simple. This piece goes right here. It's kind of like a puzzle. You decide what goes where. This is Calypso Coral, one of my favorite colors. And we put that right there. Okay, so there's that, right? Super cool. This is ready to write, or we could stamp inside, either way. And now we need this piece of basic white and this piece of flowering. Oh goodness, I forgot. Susan, save me from myself. Wait a minute, I'll tell you what it is. I don't know. Anyway, it's flowering something. Flowering tulips? It can't be. It's awesome. Designer series paper that's so, so pretty. And this fits right on here. Pre-cut, ready to go. You do not need to worry, although you will have sizes if you want to make more. And then we have this piece, and this is where we are going to stamp our sweet little duck. So now I did him with grass. We did a little masking with this, so let me show you how masking works. Sounds super crazy. The tulip paper, see, right? I know. So Post-it note, right? Here's the sticky part at this end, okay? I am going to take, I'm just looking for a block here. And now I want my grass. So here's the grass. And then I used, on the 4 stamp, I used Smoky Slate, and I did not color in my creatures. You definitely could if you wanted. They're great with watercolors. They'd be really good with your Stampin' Blends, or they look super cool just the way they are with the gray. I didn't want you to have the coloring tools in order to use them, so I didn't on the samples, but you could definitely color these babies in. I'm going to use some Old Olive because you know I love Old Olive. And we're going to ink up the grass. And I'm going to just stamp it right here. Okay? I'm also going to stamp this with the grass right here. Hey, Kathy. Okay, so put this away so we don't get in trouble. It's not blue, but I could still get in trouble with it. Then I take my snips. Remember I said I wanted it on the sticky part? And you're thinking, you're gonna cut out that grass? Well, sort of. I'm not gonna get carried away here. A little bit. And literally, I'm gonna cover up that grass when I stamp my duck. So the better I do this, the better my image will be. I want his foot to look like it's behind the grass. Okay, that's the idea. So the more detail I can do with this, the better it will be. But honestly, it's grass and it's little, so you know I can't be crazy here. But you're just gonna kind of snip around it. Alright, there's that. I'm going to try and do this one right here so we get just a bigger detail. Okay, now because it's sticky and it's a post-it note, it's going to stick down, and I can line this right up with the grass. There we go. Alright, now it's time for Mr. Duck. Let's see how this goes. Susan just said that she saves these with her stamp set and then she'll have them the next time. Great idea. So that you don't have to cut them every time. Yep. All right, so here's our duck. And I'm going to do him in Smoky Slate. Now I want him as low as I can get him because I need to get the sending warm and happy wishes this spring. So what I did the first time I did this was I stamped the duck and then I had to scooch that in. I am going to put the sentiment on and then the duck is going to go because he can go under the grass. It could be tall grass or it could be not so tall grass. So let me get my sending warm wishes out here. And I used the Smoky Slate for that too. And now I'm going to put this as high as I can without going off the page. And you know what? I have to stand up because I can't see. Okay, so that's as high as I can go. And now I got to check out Mr. Duck. So he's going to go there, which means his foot's going to go behind the grass. It's going to be okay. peel this off. And it looks like he's standing in really tall grass, right? Okay, he's good. So now I'm ready to put this together. He is going to go right on here. You notice this folds back, but he sits right on the edge of this. He's going to sit right here on the edge. There. And now we are going to do some ribbon, which notice it doesn't go inside the card. All right, so this is a trick I've done forever. Those of you that have been with me for a while will remember it. And this is a little different ribbon that I'm using, but you are going to take your ribbon, and I want to show you the card that I did this one on. This is the way I did this with a pen. Whoops. I did this one with a pen. This one's different. So if you're thinking, oh, that's the pen. No, this one's a little different, okay? So we're going to take this, and we're going to go around here, right? I'm going to snip you. Scotch tape is awesome to have. But if you don't have that, you can use your thingamajig, your adhesive. Whoops, I need to put you on first, sorry. You need to go right here, okay? So that's what he's gonna look like. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, Mr. Duck. Okay. And flip her over. You're going to go here on this edge, right? A little bit of adhesive or Scotch tape, whichever you have, because it's not going to show. Okay. Now, before we get carried away, we are going to adhesive this. Again, all the instructions are with your kit if you decide this is one you want to do. And then we're going to take this, I'm going to tuck it underneath. Tuck, tuck, tuck. And don't cut the end off until you're done. And tie a double knot. And then just snip the tail and you're all set. Isn't he adorable? I love this little duck. And there is your Easter card, right? So there's that one. This starts with an 8.5 by 11, and you cut it at 4 1/4 the long way. All right, so there's that card. Now I wanted to show you, this is the card that brings in the little sprinkle of SVGs. Now, some of us have never or will never, Cricut's just not our thing, and that's okay. I will make sure that if you want to give it a try, I will, well, whether you want to or not, you're going to get it. If you get the kit, you will get this piece. So let's cut it and see how easy it is. I am a huge, huge Joy fan when I'm making just cards. It's great for making one-ofs. It's not something to mass produce because you can only get one on the mat, but one-of is awesome. That's what the SVG looks like. I'm in Design Space. Design Space is the same whether you're working with a Cricut Maker, an Explore, the Joy, all of them are the same. Use the same software. Continue. It's connecting. And I am going to use medium cardstock. And I am going to fess up and tell you that my blade is really dull because I've had it for a while and I need a new one. So I give it a little extra pressure there. Go ahead. I took it out, now it's mad. It thinks it's loaded because I moved it. Sorry, dear. I'm really sorry. It's not hard unless you mess it up. Give me a second. We will fix it. That's what happens when you are not looking at what you're doing. Continue. See, now, here's a reason why somebody who would have been a Cricut snob would say, it's technology, I don't want to deal with it, I just want to make my cards. A-okay, no worries at all, I get it. We don't always want to deal with technology. Oh, Susan, you told me that. The chalk pastels, that I need those. And I haven't tried them yet. I can remember in college, which means it was, just last week, we colored with chalk and I hated the sound. It reminded me of eating paper, which I never did, but you know that feeling, but you tell me it's not like that. So now I'll get brave. Those of you that have not tried them, you can try them with me. We'll try them together. Sorry, the joy's just not talking to my computer right now. Oh, goodness. La 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 la. It's way simpler if you're not making technology work for you. It's okay. Everyone just breathe. We'll make it do it. Oh, look, it's okay now. Phew. Just took it a minute. Couldn't figure out what it wanted. I went too fast. See? It's flashing. So now it's ready. Don't get carried away, Kara. Oh, see? Now it's ready. Right? I like the idea. Sponge daubers I could handle. Okay, so it's loading. It is ready. And I'm going to tell it, go ahead. Make sure that it stays stuck right there. It is kind of cool to watch it. But I won't do this each week with you, I won't. But I kind of wanted you to see what it does. What is this? If you've never seen it before, you might wonder, what is it doing? What are you talking about? And then we unload. And then we're good. Let's move you over here. So then, remember, when you take Cricut things off the mat, you flip the mat over and pull the mat away from what you just cut out. All right, so then we have, this is scrap. This is great for stamping on. If you save it for a little something, this would run through those little, come over here, save these, because then you could use those little dies that I showed you. Like you could cut several with this, right? You could do one here. You could do this itty bitty one. Come on, down here, right? So don't waste it, because you could do a lot of things with those pieces. And a lot of people recommend, and I love it, that when you're done with your project, either save these in a bucket or just run them through right now, and then you'll have them, and you won't, because you'll throw this away. You're going to look at this and say, well, that didn't do anything. It didn't, but it could. Possibilities. Okay, so now, whoops, I have a piece of there. Let's get the rest. So we have, here's the card that we're making. We have our card base, which started out at 8.5 by 11, cut it at 5.5, and scored at 4.25. This is a piece of Mango Medley, which is the same as that. This is what I started out with to cut my SVG with. This is that same awesome tulip paper, only I'm going to use the other side. This one I use the tulip side. I'm going to try flipping it to see how it looks. See what you think, all right? We have choices. You could do it either way. I'm going to go this way this time. All right, so there's that. Now, this is where my little chickie is going to get stamped. And I'm going to use my mask again. So let's bring our grass. Whoops. Let's bring our grass back. And our old olive. And I don't have to squish it so far down necessarily because the little chick has lots of room. All right, so there is my grass, and I'm going to lay you down. Now, it doesn't look as neat because our little duckling got stamped on it, but it's okay. Doesn't matter. There's that. And now we need our chick. And this time I used Calypso Coral. But again, you could still do the gray if you wanted. It would look cute. If I were a chick, where would I be? And ink him up. And then he's going to go, and I want him to be under the grass too. So he's going to go right there. Now on this one, I just stamped him on top of the grass. See his feet show? On this one, I masked him. So it's totally up to you what you like better. Either way works good. Depends on how fussy you want to get. And then, now to put him on here, I'm going to make sure that I use my silicone sheet. I'm going to flip him over. And I'm just going to use my seal. No, I'm not. That's why I'm not using it. It's empty. And it doesn't matter that you get some on here because this is great. It just balls right, just rub it up and it goes away. Doesn't get on your desk, doesn't get all over. And then this guy lays down, leaving you a little bit of a frame around the edge. And then we need our Happy Easter. Well, because I'm using the same paper, I need to do a little inking with this guy. So I'm going to bring my ink over. We are going to Happy Easter this. Isn't it? It's the cutest one. I love it. And you could use these baby animals for so many other things. It's not just Easter. There's only, whoops, I just hit the light. There's only one thing that says Happy Easter. It's spring, my friend. So you could definitely use this again and again. What am I looking for? Happy Easter. It really is though. It's super cute. Happy Easter. There he is. And then I used my snips to give the little pendant on the end. So snip here, be brave, and then snip down the middle, and then go from corner to middle, corner to middle. Ta-da! Then this is just a piece of my sponge. You could use a dauber. Yes, new babies are great. New baby card would be so cute. Whole new nursery event. And I'm just putting a little bit of ink on the edge. Debbie Pinson, we're missing you. Debbie's my ink lady. Ink away. Inky, inky, inky. Okay. And then flip you over and add a little bit of dimensionals on either end. And then we are good. So now, yes, it's done with a Cricut. I don't know, I kind of like both. I'm not sure I have a favorite one way or the other. I will have to try that, Susan. You are selling me on the chalk. I've not tried it, but I will. Okay, so we made these two and these two tonight, right? Super fun. And then let's put these guys together. And then remember the other two cards, we'll do these later this week. The bunny is just the sweetest thing ever. I love him. And then I wanted to give you a sneak peek of the cards that are going to be in the upcoming Seascape class. I love this set. This is really cool. This is the Seascape Bundle. It is on sale until the 31st. So you're going to want, if you like this, you should grab it while it's on sale. It's silly to pay more after that. This fish, I love him. Isn't he cool? This is the coral. This guy, you know these are my colors, right? Just thought you should know how wonderful you are. And there's one more. Oh, he's right here. This fish. And then there's two SVGs that go with this card set as well. So if you think that's interesting, go look in the class in the on the blog and see what you think. All right. Well, thanks so much for coming. This light's giving me kind of a glow. I'm really not sunburned. I'm not embarrassed, and I'm not red. Whew. No, it's still making me look red. It's okay. I'm not. Have a great week. Please come stop by on Wednesday if you're free, Wednesday at noon on my YouTube channel. You can easily find that if you just go to karamiller.com, and you'll see the little YouTube-y thing up at the top. Subscribe to that, and then you won't miss a thing. See you all soon. Bye.